Hi everyone. In the previous video, we discussed about the topic humus. I think everyone is known the importance of humus and what is the great role of humus in the fertility and productive building in the soil. There are many elements taking participation in humus creation. We will study now. In the constitution of humus, so many elements are taking participation, but two are the most important. These two prominent elements are organic carbon and organic nitrogen. What exactly is the carbon to nitrogen ratio? In the constitution of humus body, there is 60% organic carbon and 6% organic nitrogen. That means the internal ratio of organic carbon and organic nitrogen is 10 is to 1. This internal proportion rate between organic carbon and organic nitrogen is called the carbon to nitrogen ratio. That means for the constitution of humus body, this 1 kg of organic nitrogen combined with 10 kg of organic carbon and then the humus is created. 10 kg of organic carbon fixed and this 1 kg of organic nitrogen will be combined with only 10 kg organic carbon, not 9, not 11. Ratio is fixed. What is the definition of organic carbon? Organic means taken by the organ of a plant or organism. Organic carbon means atmospheric carbon which is taken by the organ of the plant, means taken by the leaves, that is called organic carbon. Any green leaf takes carbon from the atmosphere by means of photosynthesis process and that carbon is called organic carbon. What is organic nitrogen? Organic nitrogen means that nitrogen is taken by organ of the microorganisms from the atmosphere by means of a nitrogen fixing process and this is called organic nitrogen. In the atmosphere, there is 78.6% nitrogen and variable nitrogen fixing bacteria take the nitrogen from the atmosphere and supplies to the roots. These nitrogen fixing bacteria take the nitrogen from the atmosphere by their own organs so that nitrogen is called organic nitrogen. For humus creation, residues of the entire crops, wheat, and all vegetations are to be utilized as mulch on the surface of the soil in between two lines or two plants. But which type of crop residues and which crops are to be utilized as mulching so that humus will be created to find it is most essential. If we will utilize the residues of those crops which belongs to Gramini family, means all the cereals and millets belong to this family, and all other grasses, whether the humus will be created or not, this is to be now studied. In the straw residues of these crop belonging to Graminy grass family, the carbon nitrogen ratio is 80 is to 1. That means if we will mulch the soil with the mulching of these crop residues and we will give Jivamrut, the carbon will be released. The entire 80 kg carbon is released, but only 1 kg nitrogen is released for humus creation. This 1 kg nitrogen will combine with only 10 kg carbon remaining. 70 kg carbon will remain there and it will go into the atmosphere, and as it is a greenhouse gas, global warming will be increased and climate change will happen. So if we will utilize only the residues of the paddy, sugarcane, sorghum, maize or bajra or grasses, humus will not be created, but climate will change because greenhouse gas carbon dioxide will be emitted. To convert this remaining 70 kg of organic carbon into humus, we want 7 kg of organic nitrogen. This organic nitrogen, which is required for humus creation, is taken from the atmosphere by only nitrogen fixing bacteria, and these nitrogen fixing bacteria are existed in the noodles of the roots of the pulses crops and drumsticks. So if we want to convert the entire remaining 70 kg carbon into humus, we want to take intercrops of all pulses and also drumsticks so that this 7 kg nitrogen will be fixed in the soil and the entire 70 kg carbon will be converted into humus. The coconut and arecanut leaves are automatically falling down after drying and the soil is covered by mulching. In the fallen dried leaves of coconut and arecanut, carbon nitrogen ratio is 120 is to 1. That means In the dried leaves of coconut and arecanut, there is 120 kg organic carbon, but there is only 1 kg organic nitrogen. And when these leaves will be decomposed after applying the Jivamrut or Ganajivamrut, entire 120 kg carbon is released and only 1 kg nitrogen is released. This 1 kg of nitrogen combined with only 10 kg of organic, only 10 kg of carbon, and 1 110 kg of carbon will remain there. It will go into the atmosphere and global warming will increase. And the climate change, that means if we will utilize only dry leaves of coconut and arecanut as mulching, humus will not be created. For conversion of this remaining 110 kg organic carbon into humus, we want 11 kg of organic nitrogen only taken from the atmosphere. If it is the reality that only pulses and leguminous crops can take and fix the atmospheric nitrogen, then in the coconut and arecanut, we have to take the intercrops of pulses just like cowpea, horsegram, beans, moth beans, and drumsticks and gliricidia. Which type of carbon takes the participation in humus creation? There are three types of carbon: volatile carbon, unstable carbon, stable carbon. Volatile carbon. Volatile carbon is not taking the participation in humus creation. It is totally useless for humus. When we cut down any standing crop before the maturation stage and mulch, the carbon enclosed in this mulching, when it is released, it is not taking the participation in the humus creation. As it is a volatile carbon, as it is liberated, it is going into the atmosphere immediately and global warming increases. So don't cut down any intercrop before browsing stage and mulch. Unstable carbon. This carbon also is useless for humus creation. This unstable carbon, when the mulching is decomposed, is released slowly, not speedily as volatile carbon, but at last liberated and immediately in the atmosphere at the maturation stage. If we will cut down any intercrop or grasses in the maturation stage and mulch, this unstable carbon release after decomposition. That means don't cut down any intercrops in the maturation stage. It releases unstable carbon and increases global warming. Stable carbon. Only the stable carbon is taking part in humus creation. That's why we want only stable carbon. This stable carbon is created in the outer bore and internal bore of the stem and branches in the form of cellulose and lignin at the maturity stage of the seeds and fruits. That means when we will cut down any intercrop or grass after the maturation of the seed, that means after the completion of the life cycle of the plant and mulch, then the stable carbon will be released and will be converted into humus. So don't cut down any intercrop or grasses or any other crop before the maturation stage. So, in organic farming, it is essential to follow all guidelines for humus creation, and that is, we have to mulch the entire residues of the crop for mulching. You have to give Jivamrut and Ganajivamrut as the best culture of the microorganism which creates the humus, and we have to take the intercrops of the pulses, gliricidia, and drumsticks. This is the three guidelines we have to follow for the humus creation.